Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Hope all of you have been having a good weekend so far. So, of course, today, we have like no event this weekend, so we're mainly just going to be grinding out our hero class a little bit and then probably heading over to the Nintendo Switch version to go do all the various stuff with that we need to go do for the week. We have the Rune Priest on that account, as well as, what was the other option? We also have Invasions, I believe it was. Invasions or Raids? No, it wasn't Invasions. And we need to go finish out. We actually got Trickster Shot this week on it too, oddly enough. Nintendo Switch did just get Trickster Shot this week. Highly advised to get. Too bad all the other versions wouldn't get it again, but oh well. And for now, if you guys have any questions, now would be a great time. Unfortunately, we will not have any redeem code. As you guys probably seen, even the forum and everything, not the forum, but the website's still down. Ended up making a post on that earlier. But, yeah, something happened with their website, so it might not even be up for like another week or so. But that's not the reason why we don't have codes. The reason we don't have codes is because Salty didn't give us more codes. But it's not that big a deal. Anyways, we're mainly just going to be starting by getting at least one more level on this thing, if nothing else. And then probably heading over to the Switch version and going from there. Yeah, there's no other real objective we need to go do other than maybe do some delves on this account. So we'll get to at some point today. And, you know, normal dungeons, all the standard daily stuff. As far as the out of the normal stuff, there's like nothing we need until next week. We're getting plenty of stuff next week, though. Most notably being the new faction next Friday, 6 days from now. But they still have those holes every weekend, every now and then, and this was one of them. How do you determine the order of enemies you fight in delves? Last night during the stream, you chose specific paths. I mainly do it based on multiplier order and based on where the treasure rooms are, to try to maximize the amount of loot you get. But more often than not, you just do it in multiplier order. Tends to work out best. So hello everyone. Hello Garrett. Hello Dustin. Hello Joss. Hello Michael. Hello wait, we have two Michaels? Or Mikhail? Michael and Mikhail. Interesting. Hello Michael. Hello Mikhail. Hello Damlix. And hello everyone else. You do high to low. The highest multipliers and then you go to the lowest multipliers. You do loot from low to high, but you do multipliers from high to low. Hello, Mister. Hello, Walter. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if anyone has any questions about anything that you need explained, let me know, as this would be the perfect stream for doing such. Also, speaking of that, let me start the Nintendo Switch up, because we will be needing that when we transition. Let's see, move that over. Actually, I barely even got any time to play it yet this week, but that's what today's for. Get a good, decent amount of the grind. If nothing else, at least the weeklies that we need to get done. Not sure how much progress we'll really need to get on them, though. We'll definitely need to do Rune Priest to at least leaderboard. As far as invasions, last time we didn't really need to do any, though, because the guild already soloed it without us. Oddly enough. Not sure if that's going to happen again. Probably not, but if we need to contribute some, we will, of course. Last time I didn't even need to do any. Also, why is the Switch not turning on? Come on. Hello. Why is it not going? No, you want to. Don't make me have to get up and turn it on manually. There we go. There it is. Okay, anyways, that's working now. For delves, do you do all rooms or just get through it as fast as possible? It depends what you're trying to achieve. If you're just farming them every single day, normally you go and do every room on a weaker delve. However, if you're doing something like trying to speed through to get to level 500, then yeah, you could just go and take the shortest path possible and just get it completed. But it really depends what you're trying to get from it. But if you are farming them on a daily basis, like the 3 that you get per day, you should be doing every room and just be doing it on a lower level, like on a level 20 delve or 100 delve or something like that. Just keep one designated delve at a lower level and just do it as your daily delve. But for your daily, you should be doing every room. The only times you don't is if you're progressing forward for just simply the renown purpose. It's still good to try to do every room for those, but it starts to become pretty time consuming past around level 200 or so. Do every room. Especially for delves that you could just do 3 rooms to have it completed. And about half the delves are like that, where it only takes 3 rooms or 4 rooms to complete the whole delve. They have been adding some longer ones recently, but for the most part, they're pretty short when taking the shortest path. Hey, 4 gem keys already. It's not even a vault event, and we're already getting some decent vault-like loot. Yeah, even explore farming, even when there's not an event, you do still get stuff from it. It's obviously not as much as if it was a vault event, but you'll get about like 10, 20 gems worth of stuff per hour. And that right there was already 36 gems worth in one single drop. That was his best drop that's not a vault key, so that's why. Do delves have special teams for them? Yes. Oh, no, you don't have to build pure faction for various delves, for every single delve. You gain no benefit from doing that. You only have to do it at certain milestones. The main milestones that tend to be worth going for is 100, 150, and 200. You don't have to go for all of them, just going for one or the others would work. But one of those 3 and 500, those are about the only ones that are really ever worth doing. 100 because that's the minimum in order to get the next upgrade for the pet. The 150 is done just because it's not that much harder. There's really no actual reasoning behind the 150. But the 200 gets you to the next tier of pet as well. But beyond that, you don't really bother doing it until 500 again. At that point. And really, as long as you at minimum do level 100 pure faction on every single delve, you can just leave it at 100 until you get it to 500. There's really not much of a point to cover the rest of that gap. Hello, JZG. Welcome. Hey, a famine. Not nice. You'll probably live too. Yep. Got it. That was kind of to be expected. Normally the tankier mythics tend to do that. Also, hello, Zeddicus. Welcome. Happy Saturday, yes. And don't forget, if you're in America or anywhere else where Mother's Day falls on that day, Mother's Day is tomorrow. What do we take her? That down. Your Sunbird. And then it goes. Oh, so we should almost be at that level. I'm not sure why I'm arbitrarily just trying to get 1 level right now, but why not? Why not? Yeah, the mythics keep surviving. That's unfortunate, but the biggest problem now is that they keep getting 25% reduction. Like that one. Oh, 1 HP, what are you doing? 25% reduction, 50% reduction. Tina's 50% reduction. I believe every single time I have ever done one of these explorers, I don't think we've ever killed a Tina in 1 shot. Just because of how much durability it has due to the 50%. It's basically doubled. What do we take here? Grab a skull for now. How come this team has surpassed Sunbird, Rowan, Bombot? Its fastness comes from Firebomb into Sunbird, normally. The other reason is you need to use Hero. There are technically teams that are quicker than this that wouldn't use Hero. But one of the whole reasons we're even doing this right now, like we are, is to feed... Oh, did the stream just go down? But there are some teams that can sometimes be a bit quicker than this. However, the reason we're using Hero is... that's pretty much the whole point of what we're doing right now, is we're trying to feed various Hero classes free levels. So we kind of have to use Hero. That's the whole point of why we're even doing this, ever. Unless it's like in a Vault event. But even then, you'd still want to most likely use Hero, because free XP. Unless you have literally every Hero class maxed. Which, there definitely are several hundred people that probably have done that already. However, I'm pretty sure most people haven't. We're getting there. We're within, what, 250 hour range? Somewhere's around there. around 250 hours until fully 100% completed with all classes forever, or at least, you know, until new hero classes come out. But yeah, most people are not there yet. So might as well put hero into it just to gain free XP for it. It's one of the biggest rewards we're even getting for what we're doing right now is the high amount of class XP towards whatever class we're using. What are the best factions to focus on first? Best factions to focus on first for what purpose are you trying to do? If you're just trying to get a 2,500, Crypt. If you're looking just to farm at level 20, that would be either Warrens or Silver Necropolis. Silver Necropolis being slightly better. I don't know. And if you're just looking to get really high renown on delves, like 2,000, it would be pretty much any of them except for Silver Necropolis. And that's about it. You basically just want to make sure you don't do Silver Necropolis for the most part. Either that or Warrens. Silver Necropolis is better, though. For the most part, yeah, you can just do the rest of them to about 2,000. Crypt, you can get to 2,500 pretty easily. However, getting to 2,000 is a little bit harder. But doing 2,500 is easier, which seems kind of weird. But that's just because it's pure faction is easier, whereas it doesn't have as many good options for actually getting to that point. But I don't know. It depends on what you're trying to do. But more often than not, you would just be doing at this current point, Silver Necropolis is your free battles every single day. And just taking the other delves when you feel like you have enough durability to actually kill out all the delves. You know, once you have enough troop options and enough stats, they can actually do all the way to 500 on all the delves without needing potions. Not pure faction 500, but just getting to 500 with whatever teams you have. So seriously, what's with all the gnomes? I don't mind though. Oh, actually I do mind if it's gonna drop 100 souls. That's pitiful. Yeah, no factions really have much more of a benefit to focus specifically first. You normally just focus them based on, like when they're going to be coming out. Because they always go in the exact same order. So we just had Fangmoor, right? So that means our next delve is going to be Dark Pits for next week, that should be. Without even seeing it there, I should already know that that is Dark Pits, right? Let's see. Because didn't we have Fangmoor the other day? So that should be Dark Pits, and yep, it's Dark Pits. But it always goes in the same order. That's really predictable. Wish they had it a little bit easier in the game, like how it is. But you basically just want to max out whichever one you're farming on a daily basis. To what am I looking for? This. You basically just want to go for the one that you're farming on a daily basis, and get that to quality 10, and then start getting all the other ones in quality 10 based on when they occur. And easiest way to do that is go under your portraits, and they actually go in order, or actually except for the first two. For whatever reason they have the first two switch, but it goes All-Seeing Eye, Hall of Guardians, and then it starts going in order. Crypt, Sea of Sorrows, Primal Rift, Warrens, Fangmoor, and Dark Pits, and then it just keeps recycling back over the cycle over and over and over again. And yeah, it always goes in that cycle. So you always know when every single thing is going to be. Like after this, we already know that the week after that's going to be, what's it called? All-Seeing Eye. And then it just keeps going and going and going over and over again into its cycle. But that way you'd be able to tell when you need to upgrade what in order to end up getting the higher quality for the events. So you get better loot from each one. But yeah, you basically just like farm something like Silver Necropolis every day at level 20, get it to quality 10, and then quality 10 on every single next event that's going to happen each Tuesday. So the order is always constantly changing for optimal order, since it would depend on what the current event cycle is. Hello, Medieval! Welcome. I've been drinking soda again. Ended up having pork the other day, and I was like, root beer would go really good with this. So I picked up some root beer. I have a bunch of root beer in the house. That is not an extra turn. Nor is there any way to take that for an extra turn, so let's do that. And a Sunbird wipe him. If anyone else knows any other questions, let me know. Now would be a good time to go over them all. And probably in about 20 minutes from now, or another 15 at this point, probably switch over to the Nintendo Switch version for most rest of the stream, or possibly the rest of the stream. If you have any questions, now would be the better time, just because it's a lot easier to show it on this account. It has to be something specific. I can still answer stuff on the other account too, it's just, you know, we don't have as much access to everything. Which reminds me, we still don't have faction events on the Nintendo Switch version yet. It might be another month until we do. Because the event cycle is still all the way backed up between, what I believe is July, if I'm not mistaken. It's from 9 months ago, isn't July 9 months ago? Somewhere around there. But, yeah, the event system is so far behind. And we didn't end up starting to get, delves until August, like mid-August, I believe it was. Hopefully that wipes. I wasn't weak enough, but we just kill it out with that, and there we go. Yeah, the only bad thing about this hero class, actually a lot of hero classes have this issue, but maybe not a lot. But there are hero classes out there that are useless until they become level 100. It's kind of weird how many hero classes are completely useless getting to 100. While several others are basically useless unless they are 100. Kind of weird how that is. But this is one of those hero classes that it basically is useless until 100. Because the biggest value it gets is its enrage into triple burning. And that's the only reason you'd ever use it. But without that triple burning, it is pretty much irrelevant compared to any other hero class. Which is why we never use it. But we need to get it leveled eventually. Can't ever use it if I don't get it leveled. You've been having a lot of fun on Switch. Your guild is very active, and the people are all very friendly. Oh yeah, the guild on Switch has been really nice. Haven't been playing it as much recently. It's because I haven't had as much time, but hopefully should be getting back around to that more soon. And by soon, I probably mean next month, because the rest of my month's actually pretty busy. Still have some other things I need to do later today for Mother's Day, and then Mother's Day tomorrow. And then, I guess I'm actually a little bit more free for the next week or so. And busy the last week of this month. Is it alright to ascend the treasure loot troop portals? Does it change the way you can donate to the board? No. There's no benefit to actually upgrading them. You can upgrade them if you want. The only reason people tend to upgrade them is for daily tasks. Like if you already have everything in the entire game maxed, and it says, hey, go level something to 16, or go trait something. That is normally when you bother to upgrade them. But no, you shouldn't really go out of your way to upgrade them. There's no benefit whatsoever to doing so. The only reason people upgrade them is normally for daily tasks, or because they have infinite resources. But it's basically a waste to bother doing that. Good morning, Kevin! Welcome! Yeah, Nintendo Switch version's actually decently active. Still nowhere near as active as the other platforms. But I'm actually surprised I actually did get a decent amount of player base. So several tens of thousands. Not sure on an exact number because there's no way to actually tell. Is there a reason to merge copies or not? No. There is no direct benefit to upgrading treasure. The only reason you upgrade treasure is for daily tasks. They gain no stats from being upgraded, and their traits are useless. And upgrading treasures does not make them give more treasure. It just makes them higher rarity. It doesn't actually do anything from a treasure output. Hello, Griff. Welcome. You need a gift? What kind of gifts? Hey, there's our level. Warlord level 61. Very nice. Okay, let's just do a few other things real quick, like dungeons. And then we'll head over to Switch. Key team. Let's go get that in there. I guess we'll run one delve for now, and then we'll head over to Switch. We'll get all of our dungeons, do one delve, head to Switch, and go from there. You need cards. Unfortunately, there is no way to trade cards in this game. It's not a trading card game. More so a collect all the cards game. Let's see, move that over. But yeah, we have enough copies of troops that we can almost give one other person one of every single thing in the game. Like to Mythic. Like we could just instantly ascend another person's entire gallery to Mythic immediately with how many spare copies we have. But no, they're never going to add trading to this game, unfortunately. It would completely break the economy that they have set up. Because there are a lot of late game and end game players, particularly end game players, that have more resources than they ever know what to do with. To a point where it's near infinite. How much resources they have. This is why our stacks look so big. And there's several thousand players that are that far, probably even more than that. It keeps growing by the day. Because this game is pretty generous with how many free resources it gives through everything. And within about a year of playing the game, if you were active the entire time, you pretty much have a surplus of every resource for the most part at that point. Okay, now he's keyed key. And I'll wipe him out. Have a nice voice. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. And there we go. Okay, let's go head over to delves. And just get one delve for now. I'm not going to do all of them right now. Take too long. Let's get at least one in. Plus we could delay the other if we really had to. Cedric? Nah, no Cedric. Okay, we'll take this, probably down the middle, right? Yeah, we'll take this one to this one. Go down the middle there. This is a 1.3, but it isn't. Okay, so that seems like the game plan then. So we basically make a circle, and then we do the other two. Yep, sounds like a plan. So we make a circle, do that, take the boss. Sounds like a plan. And we should still be using the Tina team, yep. And that goes a little bit quicker. That goblin, which goblin? The High King Iron Gut? High King Iron Gut is pretty decent. He should hopefully be in the Soul Forge again soon. The cycle did just recycle, so he could potentially be in next week, or it could be a few weeks, but he should be within the next month or so. A month or two. He should definitely be back in the Soul Forge again. If you happen to be able to accumulate 4,000 diamonds by then. Yeah, High King Iron Gut's really, really decent. We'll probably be using him a lot for next delve. Wait, no we won't. Yes, we will. It's red, blue for next delve. Which means we can actually use the Iron Gut Zugoff team and everything. We could use, if we wanted to, the Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, High King Iron Gut into Possess King. Or, of course, since we have Zugoff, we can go Mountain Crusher, High King Iron Gut, Zugoff, and Possess King. And just roll them down that way. Okay, we'll take that for now. Take our free turn. Unfortunately, you just got Barrier there. That is not what we want to see. I do need him to move my team back to normal. Would be helpful. Is it really just going to agile everything? I'll try sculling it again. He's probably going to get multiple casts here. I need to make sure our team gets back into normal order, though, before we end out the battle. So I'll throw Tina here. Biggest issue here is I don't want to overkill them, but I also want to make sure we get back into normal order. Okay, he'll move us again. I guess we try killing them right here and just hope it hits high enough. Wrong ability. No, it didn't hit high enough. Well, luckily it hit the one that had mana at least. So now we just have to kill him before he casts again. Otherwise, we need to wait until he casts a whole nother time. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Oh, that battle was annoying, but at least we kept it in right order. If only you had enough ingots for one legendary weapon on Switch, which should you upgrade first? Mountain Crusher. Mountain Crusher for sure. Mountain Crusher is such an insanely good weapon. It's used as basically the best mana generating option in the game. One of the best options. There actually are some things that are technically better than it, but the versatility of Mountain Crusher is what makes it particularly good. Not necessarily any particular instance, but just the versatility of how many things it could be used for. Since obviously you can use any hero class in the game with it. And depending on which one you use, you can get completely different functions out of it. Though for the most part, it's a really tanky mana generator for first slot. Basically what Gorgolfa used to be, except better, is basically what that is. Actually, I guess Gorgolfa back before was nerfed twice, I guess. Actually, technically it was better than Mountain Crusher. But, yeah, Mountain Crusher's still pretty strong these days. And hey, we gained a Shaman level as well. Gaining levels all over the place. Does Anu's staff self-enchant upgrade make it better than Mountain Crusher? No, for the most part. Mountain Crusher just accumulates way more mana. Anu's Scepter is capped, unless you get a good Cascade, but anything could potentially get a good Cascade. But unless you get a good Cascade, you're not really getting too much mana out of Anu's Scepter. The max you're really going to get is around 10 to 12. Whereas Mountain Crusher clears the entire board and can gain somewhere around 32 mana potentially overall, which is about 3 times the amount of mana you would get from Anu's Scepter on average. The other reason for Mountain Crusher is the brown spam that it has. Works really good with things like Titan, Sentinel, Plague Lord, stuff like that, where you can gain a barrier every brown. One of the better mechanics in the game, which helps keeps it alive forever. However, Anu's Scepter might be somewhat decent with the new hero class that's coming out next. We're getting a Merlantis Blue hero class as our next hero class. It's coming in, I believe it was June 6th? It's the first Friday of June, whatever the first Friday of June is when we're getting the next hero class. And it's actually not that bad. It's basically like Frost Mage with a lot of Submerge, but it'll have a lot better team synergies than what Frost Mage ever had. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out. Yeah, next hero class is decent. Not one of the absolute best, but might be top 5. Definitely like top 6 or 7 or something. It has potential. Okay, we'll throw that down. Actually get a kill or anything out of it. What we can get a kill out of is that, though. Make sure they're all webbed so they can't do anything, and then dead. Oh, never mind, not dead. I guess we need a skull poke. Luckily he gives it to us, kind of. Not really. What do we take? Go grab a apothecary, and then we just do that into a skull, or is Tina? There we go. If you use Sylvania Mora, which has brown, is Mountain Crusher still better than Anu? Yes, for sure. Because you can get a lot more extra turns off of Mountain Crusher than you would off of Anu. And you'd be able to feed brown into your what's his name? Sylvania Mora. I was actually running a team slightly like that on my other account on the Nintendo Switch earlier. I have switched into other stuff, but one team that we were using for a little while, and might still do if we need some souls, is Mountain Crusher, Dragon Soul, Christinex, and Sylvania Mora in last slot. End up working out decently. Yeah, Sylvania Mora in general is just a really nice utility to have. One of the better entangles in the game, since it consistently does it on first slot. It also retroactively automatically does it to the next slot. So if you're doing something like Skull Spam, and you kill out their first slot, but your spam then ends, the entangle always does go onto the next troop. So you kill out the first one with Skull Spam, but then the second troop will actually still be entangled, which will work out nice. Works really good with Skull Spam options, as well as just in general to make sure you don't die in Delves or other game modes where skulls are particularly high damage. Okay, I believe we take a left here. Yeah, 1.2, then we take the 2 1.15s, and then we head to the final room. And then we'll head over to Switch. I still have several things I need to go do on Switch this week. And by several things, I mean literally everything. I have been doing the daily some. I haven't really been doing Delves that often, though, on it. But I have been doing the ones to get diamonds, the normal, the dungeon every single day. But Delves I haven't been doing as much on it. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Grab this. And there we go. And then we take the 2 smaller rooms, take the boss, and that'll be that. Actually, let me take the other one first. Even though this is a higher rarity room, one of its drops is a runic, and I don't really need more runics. Yeah, Sylvania Mora definitely helps survive, that's for sure. Especially against things that are higher stats than you. And it feels weird playing on Nintendo Switch version sometimes, because people actually do have higher stats than me now. Which normally doesn't happen. Because obviously on our main accounts, we have max stats. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We're actually 1 attack less than max stats, but that basically makes no difference more often than not. But we're essentially at max stats on this account. So no one can really be higher stats than us for the most part. Other than by 1. But obviously on Nintendo Switch version, some people probably already have level 5 All Kingdoms, which we don't even have yet. But yeah, stats are actually different on it. Feels weird to actually see people that have more stats than us. In like normal PvP and stuff like that. Like we could use the exact same team yet be at disadvantage. Okay, why is there so few Browns on this board? Hopefully, Brown Storm will fix that some. Oh, we also got a Apothecary there. Okay, that should be fine. Did it on Reds, get all of our mana that we need. Then we just take our Skull, Tina to Tina, and that's pretty much a match. Then we'll throw that down. Oh, I should take those blues, whoops. And then we just Weaver into, the Tina there, and he's dead. There we go. Okay, fine about him now. Worry about the other ones later. Okay, let me go switch the switch on. And then we'll put the screen capture on it for in a moment. What do we need here? Let's take. Oh, I should have taken that brown. Didn't see it in the corner there. Whoops. Not too big a deal though. But it is blocking us slightly. We get that back up. Or until he moves us again. Have a little bit of mana on everything by the time it moves us. What do we grab here? Weaver? No, Weaver's not going to do much. Most things aren't going to do much here. We'll just take a brown, I guess. And then we'll throw a Tina to Weaver. Hopefully that'll start getting some kills. That is in kill range, so we will go for it. He does have Bless, so he doesn't get webbed. Not going to matter too much, though. And it was Tina to the win, as long as he doesn't barrier. And he moves us right back to normal. A little late, though. Little late. Just a little bit. And there we go. Level 8 chest, right about average. And grab all of our loot. And everything we needed, other than gold. I mainly just need shards and legendary ingots. Only 2 drops we actually really need from that. We finally get a Cedric? No. Unlucky on Cedrics lately. But that's that. Let's go and close this out. Let me see. Let me go and click that. Move this over. Pop out the chat so I can see a bit bigger chat. Where's the pop out for it? Let me just reorganize all this. Bring up Nintendo Switch version. I'm not sure if you can actually hear the audio of it right now. I don't think you can. Let's see. Where'd it go? TV screen, where are you? There it is. Found it. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's move this over. And let's do some Nintendo Switch stuff. What team? Oh yeah, let me go make chat bigger too. Let's see, or I should say make it wider. Made it longer, but not wider. 1 second. Let me move that over. Boom, boom. Move this over. Let me zoom in one more, just so we have even bigger chats. And there we go. Okay. Also, let me move the mic some, so we don't have a blockage going on here. Expand the mic. See. That should be fine. Oh. Let me know if you guys can still hear me decently. Should be able to. Don't think I moved the mic too far away, but that should be fine. There we go. Okay. Anyways, where were we? What are you looking for, Cedric and Delves? What does he give? He gives 100% extra gold for the rest of Delve, 4 times over. That's one of the main reasons we want to get him. It'll basically make our gold cap go from 200 to 600. So we'll increase it by an additional 400 whenever we do that. So first things first, let's go open a bunch of keys. I've been holding a lot of my keys because I was waiting until Friday, because we already owned what's it called? Arachne Weaver. But now that Arachne Weaver is no longer in a drop table, let's go see if we can go get another legend. I mean, another mythic. And hopefully get lucky off of that. Let me go repick one of these. What am I doing? Let me go repick, just repick the first one, I guess. I was hoping we could get a gem key related one. But oh well. Let's go open all of our keys, other than event keys. I don't think we need to. What was the event this week? I should forget off the top of my head. Go check it real quick. I don't think there's anything good in event key drop table though. Well, let's go grab all that. Grab our glory keys. Anything good? Cerberus, just for that 40% devour. It used to have 50%. Its final trait used to be better too, but unfortunately it got nerfed so much that it's not really usable anymore. At one point it was a pretty decent option. Not so much anymore. Whoa, we have 3 Krakens now. Interesting. We have 3 fully traded Krakens. Might be able to get ascended soon at this point. Anyways, let's go open our gem keys. We'll do 50 and then the final 44. Oh, Queen Grapple Pot. We can finally build, I believe, 4 times Goblin, unless we're missing one of the epic ones. This is the main component of it. We do need to get fully traded and everything, but and Thief Hero class might be coming up soon too, so that would be kind of useful with it. And then we get Viper, which is basically useless, unfortunately, but hey, another troop at least. And you know what? We have a surplus of gems. Let's go throw down another set, I guess, for now. Just for fun. See if we get anything good. We got some new stuff. Yeah, we still don't have every epic in the game. We did pull a Sakima, though. That's nice. One less thing we need to go get. Not that great of a troop, though, for the most part, but it does have an okay boost ratio, if nothing else. Yeah, we might be able to use that in some convert stuff. Probably won't be using it too much, though. If at all. That's that. Okay, so that's all of our keys for now. Well, main things we need to go do are the various events. Invasions. Let's see, are we done with invasions? Oh, actually, no. Regardless of invasions, how far we are, I need to go do up to tier 7. Or, you know, we need to do all the rewards so we get the orbs and everything. So never mind, we do need to do this to some degree, even if the guild was done. And no, the guild is not done yet. We still need the major orb. But hey, I get to contribute some. But yeah, we'll need to go and do some of that at least. But let's go and open these orbs. And we get nothing good. The oranges are okay in early game, so I guess it's not too bad. And then we still have this other orb over here. And a purple, okay. Could work with that. But yeah, let's go do these battles, I guess, since we're already in this menu. What's our restriction? We have to use Fae. That is not going to get us too far. We do not have any good Faes, do we? Actually, I shouldn't say that. We have Glitter Claw. We could try building something around Glitter Claw. Also, I did get that invasion troop. We could use the invasion troop, whatever it was. Go figure out where on earth it is. Was it Freya? Hold up. Was it Freya? I guess it was. Let me see. What was the invasion troop this week? No, it was the Groot guy. Okay. We'll roll with that, I guess. He actually does have an armor tier attached to him. So, let's see. So we probably don't need Glitter Claw then. Rowain, haha, armor buff Rowain. Rush Spirit Fox. I don't, oh, I was gonna say, I don't have it traded? No, I do. Though we could go ascend it and stuff. Let's see. So what's everything that has extra damage to towers, I guess, is what it should be looking. Is it just the armor tier guy? It's fine if it is. But let's put him in there. I'm not gonna use him in first slot though. I think I might just run Mountain Crusher Rush with it. Just kill them out that way. Do it with like Rowain, get a quick kill off of Rowain, at least for the earlier battles. We'll go from there. And then we just go Mountain Crusher into something else. There we go. And then we reorder that, put that right there. And now we just need like a red purple. The Wisp. Did we finally ever upgrade Wisp? Did I ever get the red purples for that? I might need to go do that right now if we haven't. Not only do we need that for a kingdom upgrade, but I need it right now because I need Wisp. Well, let's go upgrade Wisp. Looks like it's time. Let's go and ascend it, and now let's go farm some red purples until we have it all. Or did we get them all? No, we didn't even get any from the things. I was hoping we might have gotten some from the keys that we just opened, but nope. Well, let's go farm 2 red purples, I guess, real quick. Because with our team that we're using right now, that seems to be our best option. What else is there really to use? Let me double check. Is there anything under red purple that would be useful? What am I doing? Not what I need. Clear filter, red purple, all colors. Nope, it's just Wisp. Or at least as far as what we own. Let's show all. Oh, there's Queen Titania. Ah, why don't we have Queen Titania? That'd be so perfect. Oh well, but Wisp is fine. So let's recruit Wisp, and that'll be our team. And we'll just run this with. Is there a brown-green banner? I don't think there is. No, that doesn't seem like something that exists. Might just go with double green, or yeah, probably just double green. I don't have a second brown though, which seems kind of weird with Mountain Crusher. But we're using so many other colors that seems fine. Yeah, I think we just go double green then. I don't think we need anything fancy. Just a standard double green for now, and just roll with something like that. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we'll roll with something like that. But before we do that, I want to go upgrade Wisp. So let's go get 2 trait stones real quick. Probably just do it off of Golvania. Wait, have we not finished the quest line here? Or is that just the final? Oh yeah, this is for the hero class, that's fine. Okay, let's just do explore here for a little bit. Not with that. Let's do it with Sunbird Farm. And hopefully we'll get really lucky and get what we need within a few minutes. It doesn't take too long. It'll either go really quick or take forever. About to find out. Yeah, Viper is such a bad troop for the most part. I don't know why they added it. It doesn't serve like really any purpose at all in the game. Such a strange one for them to have added. And we gained a level 1 hero already. Unfortunately, we don't need any more EXP for this class. It's the only hero class that we really even have any levels on. Yeah, Kerberos, however you say that name. The meta for that thing used to be really annoying. It's good that it's not around anymore. However, it is a little bit annoying that the troop's like near useless now. Like, it's not even anything these days, whereas at one point it used to be the meta, before they nerfed it like 2 to 3 times. They have done that in the past, unfortunately, occasionally. They've over-nerfed stuff so badly that, or so much that they became basically useless after all the nerfs. But yeah, I got nerfed by, oops, I forgot to take that brown. I even saw that there. But its final trait got nerfed. Its Devour chance got nerfed. It got nerfed when Barrier got immune to the Devour thingy on it. Or, you know, the capability of blocking it. It got nerfed when Blessed was added to the game. And, yeah. It got nerfed, like, I think, like 4 different times. 2 of them directly, 2 indirectly. Well, they rebalance most stuff for mid-game. That tends to be the issue more often than not. Because these days, mid-game, I don't believe makes up the... It might be still the biggest player base area of the game. However, as far as the active player base, it is pretty much all late game and end game. At least on every version other than Nintendo Switch. But most of this game is actually balanced towards where we are right now on this Nintendo Switch version, oddly enough. Because this is where around a good majority of players are. Like around the 200 to about 1,100 range. Still in mid-game or just barely getting to late game. Most of the game is balanced around that. But the problem with that is a good majority of every version now, other than Switch, is further progressed than that. So the way that they rebalance the game isn't really working as well these days. And they just haven't really been doing much rebalance. What do we grab here? Let's take a red for now. Take the other red. Hopefully that's enough damage. It feels weird having so much less. I actually have to go for skull here because I'm not even certain if that's enough damage. How much less damage we have. If we get Sunbird to legendary, I think I'm just going to use Orb of Ascension to get to mythic. I haven't been paying attention. Did we even get a red purple yet? I'm just like doing these battles without actually seeing if we're getting the arcane. Even though the whole point of why we're doing them right now is to try to get 2 arcanes. The next arcane, I'll check to see how many arcanes we have. Hopefully we already got one, I just didn't notice. What would you use if you, in place of Arachnian Weaver, in that earlier Delve team? In that earlier Delve team, you could use a second Tina, or you can just use another brown option. Anything that uses brown that can use some of that extra mana. Either some kind of true damage option, like a Corvash or something, or whatever you want to put there. But, actually you couldn't use Corvash in that Delve. But, hey, we got Celestial, that's not what we want though. But, yeah, some kind of brown yellow, some kind of brown green. Maybe like Sylvania Mora if you wanted to play it safe. Depends what you have. I'd personally put a second Tina there, but I'm not sure if you have 2 of them. But really anything that uses brown, just to use that excess brown mana would work. Or true damage option. Even something like a Spirit Fox would be fine there. Or like a Leprechaun for mana. Another level. It feels so weird gaining levels so quickly. I'm still not used to it on this version of the game. It is so quick compared to any other version of the game. It's because once you start getting past level 1000, it just goes so slow. I'm not used to gaining levels this quick still. I'm gonna miss it once we get post 1000. We won't really notice it till about 1050. But at that point, it'll be permanent slowdown. Yeah, we're getting pretty unlucky with these arcanes. This isn't the first time we've been trying to farm red purple either. Not sure why. Red purples just hate us. They never want to drop for us. We need so many of them. And still didn't get one. All this just to get a Wisp upgraded. Feels weird having to go out of our way to farm trait stones too. It's something else I'm not used to having to do anymore. Since our main account would obviously have pretty much infinite trait stones. Even once they add a trait stone sync, we might still have infinite trait stones. Unless they actually made the trait stone sync properly, which I highly doubt they will. But we'll find out. It's not next patch, but there's a good chance it might be patch after next patch. Actually, speaking of next patch, this Monday we're actually going to find out what's in next patch, by the way. We don't really know much of what's actually going to be in it. It should be pretty much nothing. But if there is anything, we'll probably find out what that is on Monday. They didn't bother beta testing this one at all, because it's a pretty small patch. And hopefully at least one interesting thing came into the version. I believe it's mostly bug fixes and stuff, though. And hopefully during that patch, we should, by the end of this month, though they still haven't confirmed, though, But by the end of this month, we should have Nintendo switch up to the most recent version of the game. Or at least to some version that is more up-to-date than it is now. Is what I should say. It's probably moving to the same version, but it probably won't have things like emoticons or stuff like that initially. Because the event systems are going to be completely different still. You're getting tired of all the new currencies they keep adding? I don't mind it for the most part. I just wish they would integrate the currencies into each other a little bit more. Like, it was kind of weird that you couldn't use trait stones to get ingots and stuff like that. Like, things you would kind of think you might be able to use for stuff, it doesn't end up being the case. But they haven't added a resource for a while. What even was the most recent resource? Basically, it was ingots, right? What have they added since ingots and shards and stuff? Well, I guess shards from delves. But yeah, shards from delves back in August was the most recent resource they added, and that was almost a year ago at this point. They haven't really been adding many lately. The only other resource I guess they technically added was what's it called? They added scrolls in Tower of Doom, but those are basically just upgrade things specifically for the Doom weapons, which, even though they are their own resource, it's not really like a resource in a way. I'm not even sure why they really even added them. They seem almost redundant, but who knows, maybe they'll have some kind of purpose in the future more so. Or they said they might add some kind of way to accumulate them more as well, but I don't know, it seemed kind of weird, the whole scroll thing. But yeah, I guess scrolls were the most recent one they added. That was back in November. So 6 months ago. Come on, red purple. You know you want to. Nope. We need another level. Put that into, I guess, purple for now. And to imagine, we don't even have 100% extra EXP bonus either, which we could potentially get from, what's it called? From, Guild Wars. But of course, it's not a Guild War week. At least, I shouldn't say that. It's not a Guild War week on Nintendo Switch, is what I should say. Every other version has Guild War this week. And get shards, trait stones, scrolls. Well, trait stones has been in this game for a while now. I don't even really count that as something that they added. But I guess technically, yeah, they did add trait stones like 3 years ago or so. Some of those were kind of weird. Some of those were really good, though. Like, diamonds were a good addition. However, the methods that you accumulate them are still kind of weird. But diamonds in general, being able to craft anything is kind of nice. And not pet food, but orbs and diamonds, I feel like were actually decent. Because diamonds do allow you to actually get 100% completion a bit easier, as well as craft things you actually want. Whereas, as well as orbs, which allow newer players to be able to upgrade things with ease without having to go to explore and farm for billions of hours on end, like we are right now. But it makes it so you have to do this less often. And it makes it so you only have to do it mainly for lower rarity stuff, since all the higher rarity stuff you can just simply throw orbs on. But I don't know, orbs, I personally have to say, is probably one of the better additions that they did to the game. It was a great way to make for a gem sink while giving both every single kind of player something to actually accumulate that would help them throughout the game. Because there isn't a single point in the game when orbs are not useful, except green orbs. Green orbs are always useless, pretty much. But all the other orbs tend to be pretty good. Orange makes it so you save a lot of times on trait stones. Purples make it so you basically get some free keys, as well as helping your guild get the seal thing done without having to spend money, which you had to have done before prior to those. And occasionally, if you were in a somewhat inactive guild, or not as active. And of course, blue orbs make for sending stuff way easier without having to spend billions of keys. I think that's still enough damage. Yes, it is. There we go. Oh, we got an arcane. Okay, let me see if that was the last arcane we needed. I'm not sure if that was our first one or our second one because I wasn't paying attention somewhat earlier. But let me double check. Let's see. Please tell me that was our only one we needed. I know we needed 2, but I'm not sure if that was our first or our second one that we got. No, it was our first. That's why I didn't notice if we got one or not. It's because we didn't get one. Fail. Okay, well, let's go get another one, I guess. Well, that's unfortunate, but let's go get one more so we can actually go run that team. And then we can go do invasions. We technically don't need Wisp for it, but we already came this far. Plus, we need it for a star level anyways, for magic, so might as well do it. That'll be another goal after we do invasions, or maybe we should even do it before invasions. I need to go get +1 magic for Silver Glade. It's still at 4-star right now. Obviously, we want to try getting to 5. Also, that reminds me, Zeddicus, have you gotten 5-star All Kingdoms yet? How close are you on that? I think I'm about 1/3 the way there, or 1/4, somewhere around there. I think we're sitting on like 6 or 7 level 5s, or 5 stars. So I haven't gotten any to 6 yet, mainly because there's not as much of a point to. 5 is the main milestone I'm worried about for all of them. The only thing annoying about orbs is how power orbs are distributed. Because you only get them off of first place on leaderboards, or by spending an absurd amount of resources to craft them. So power orbs aren't really used for anything, only Zugoff. So I guess it's not that big a deal. Too many need weapon max and legendary troops. Let's see. Do they? I'm pretty sure the weapon max is pretty easy on most of them. Because most of them have a common, rare, or ultra rare weapon. Unless there's some that have to force you to do an epic. Oh, perfect. We just gained our second arcane. Very nice. Go put this into brown, I guess. Go to 120 on all soon. But let's go do invasions now. We finally got the second red purple we needed. Also, before I do that, how close are we on maxing Silverglade? What are we still missing at this point? If anything. Oh, nope, that's it. We did it. We just got 1 magic. Perfect. Look at that. Getting 2 objectives done simultaneously. So as soon as we upgrade this, boom, we now have +1 magic for everything. So let's go grab that. There we go. 5-star Silverglade. So yeah, let's keep working on 5 stars. The next order of business is to get Karkaroff up. Karkaroff and Blighted Lands, those are the only 2 Magic Kingdoms that we have not gotten to 5-star yet. So those are their next 2 for focus. I'm not sure which one I would actually want to do more. I don't know, which one's easier? Let me check what they have. We'll check both of them real quick. Figure out what our next objective is. Let's see, how many low rarities are here? Not that many. Kind of. We have 1. That's not technically a low rarity, though. We have 1, 2, 3. Definitely not red purple. We already just used them all. 4, 5, kind of. Oh, actually, it has 2 commons. Yeah, I guess we'll do this one. Let's see, what does Blade of Lands have? I think Karkaroff might be easier, though. Because this one has a lot of red purples, and I know we don't have any red purples. It only has 1 common. The other one has 2. It does have... Oh, no, never mind. It has 2 commons. Also has 2 rares. But one of them is red purple. I don't know, they both actually seem somewhat easy. But let's try focusing Karkaroff first, I guess. Okay, let's go do this real quick. See how far we can actually get just off of what we currently have. Can we max you? The answer is yes. Max everything we currently can. Let's see how far that brings us. Oh, wait, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have started doing this one. Because we don't have any legends to upgrade. But then again, we only need 7 things fully traded. That's not too big a deal. Grab that one. Now we have 2 of them fully traded. Let's see. 3. Yep, that was our only purple there too. We need another one of those. It's actually from Karkaroff as well, the pure purple. See if we can upgrade this guy. 1 off. What else is easy? That we already used all the trait stones on. Get the brown guy up. He actually has the cheapest stone skin in the entire game as well, by the way. It's almost never relevant, but it is a thing. And can we get this up? Ancient Horror. Ooh, that's every last one we have. Let me start leveling things and see where we are from there. So let me upgrade the ones that are relevant to level 15. Let's see. Also, we're starting to run low on souls. We need to start using Dragon Soul a bit more often again. Haven't been using it as much lately. So we'll get that up. Let's see, what else is useful from this kingdom? I guess technically green slime. Not sure how much we'll really be using it, but get that to level 15. I think we needed 8 15s. I forget how many it was. 7 or 8. Just do 7 for now, just to not overshoot it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Why is everything so useless from this kingdom? Let's see. 4. So I should probably send him so that it comes in at higher stats as well. We could do that right now. Send him only by 1, but better than none. Okay, let's see. Let's just backtrack real quick. Okay, level another one to level 15. Guess we'll do Alkalite, because why not? Actually, let's do Abraf. Who knows? Maybe we'll use him eventually. Probably not, though. Just in case. Alright, what do we need to upgrade now? Unlock 3 traits. Okay, that's the only thing we need now. We need to trait 3 of these now, somehow. So, I guess we do you, because why not? So we'll do that. Okay, now we need to trait 2 more of these somehow. Which ones do we still have left that are low rarity? We have you, and we have you. Let's see, how close are you? Hey, you can actually go all the way. That means we're only 1 trait stone away from another magic. Did we go farm another trait stone real quick? We might. Because we're only 1 trait stone away from +1 more magic. Which definitely wouldn't be that bad at all. Yeah. I guess we go farm that real quick. We're already farming a bunch of stuff, might as well. Let's go get our 4-star. And let's go to the Vinian Fields for the trait stone we need. And let's keep running this and keep doing it until we get 1. And then we get a whole another +1 magic, and then we can go do delves. I mean, then we can go do the events. And we'll have 2 higher magic doing so than we normally would. Hopefully we get on very first battle. Come on, pure luck. Nope. Okay, it's gonna take us a little bit. Might take us like 10 minutes, but I do need to go get one real quick. The dreaded Arachne Weaver. Oh no. The only bad thing now. We have to deal with Weaver now on this version of the game, don't we? That's annoying. Because now that keeps happening. Though luckily we have Weaver, so we can actually use it for stuff. It's actually our best mythic that we currently have. It's actually one of our only mythic we have. Yeah, it's a really quiet Gems of War week this week. Even on Nintendo Switch, it's not even that active of an event. It's just Rune Priest, which is a not really that desirable to go and get upgraded. It is the first new hero class on Nintendo Switch, though, but it's not really that relevant of one. Come on, Arcane. We got a Runic there, which we do technically need at some point, but that's not exactly what we need. We can run out of Runics. That is an issue that can happen. Doesn't happen often, but it can happen. Mainly because legends and stuff use like 10 at a time when you do their first traits. Starts eating through a lot of them, same as mythics. So normally we'd probably just use a large orange on it if we were doing mythic. Come on, Arcane, you know you want to. Nope, not quite. 1 Arcane for a whole magic is definitely a great exchange rate, that is for sure. I would give like 100 Arcanes for a magic on our main account. Or even 1,000. If you could use any colors for it. One magic is definitely very valuable. Yep, still an arcane. Yeah, 4-star is actually relatively... I actually forgot how easy it is to gain 4-star in the current economy of the game. But getting to 5-star is the harder part, because you have to trait so many troops. That's funny, Rowan's actually better than Sunbird in this team, because Weaver cannot revive to a Sunbird. That's funny. Also, what's with all the Weavers? That's the 3rd Weaver in like 4 battles. Luckily, this one doesn't have the revive thingy on it. And dead. Wouldn't have mattered much if it did. Still no arcane. Probably gain like another 2 levels before we get the arcane. I do, Will. Yeah, I forgot how quick it actually is to get from mid-game to late game. Because we're not even at 200 hours yet, I don't believe. And we might actually be able to get 500 hour late game, which isn't too bad. I always thought it would take like a couple thousand hours, but I believe it's only around 500 to 1,000. Actually, depending on how you go about it, it could even be like 250 to 1,000. Depends how efficient you're using your time, or if you're doing it on a long period of time. Because obviously 10 hours over the course of 1 week is a lot different than 10 hours over the course of a month. Let's see. Mountain Crusher that, and then we Weaver kill. Please drop the arcane already. You know you want to. And then we can get our magic and move on to delves. I mean, I keep saying delves, onto invasions. That'd be a fail if I accidentally clicked on the wrong kingdom as well this entire time, and then we finally get the arcane. It's like, oh no, it's not even an arcane we need. But no, we do need just one yellow-purple. And this is where yellow-purple is. There might be another option too. I believe Silverglade has it as well. Yeah, we'll stick with this kingdom for now. I only need one of them. Apparently when I said it would take about 10 minutes... Oh, Jimmy, I wasn't kidding. And there we go. Oh, not quite. There we go. Please drop the arcane already. You know you want to. Nope. Hey, a ward breaker. I wish we would have gotten a ward breaker that 1 week. We didn't get lucky enough to get it though. Ooh, a gnome. It is not a gnome event. However, hopefully he has good loot for us. Also, that reminds me, we still don't own a Cedric, by the way, on this account. It's a key troop that we're still missing. Well, we're missing a lot of key troops. Still need Queen Titania and stuff too. But, yeah, we really need Cedric. Great gold farming troop. And while we don't have while we don't have Skeleton Key or anything, we do have Bronzlock Pistol, which is still decent enough with it. Well, we got a Gem Key, if nothing else. That is not the Arcane, though, but one Gem Key is still better than nothing. One more for our stack of 0 Gem Keys. Come on, Arcane. You're supposed to drop like 8 to 10 to 12 per hour. All we need is one. I guess technically we already have 2 this hour. But none from this kingdom. Oh, luckily that hit Weaver. And there we go. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered. Rowan would have wiped regardless. Without the revive. We'll do it on green, keep it even. And then we'll do the middle too. And we're almost at 120 all levels then. For all mastery. All of our surges have been over 50% for a while. I think they're actually even approaching 55% or so. Oh, I didn't give full mana anything. That's match. All we do is just cast Rowan. There we go. Finally. What am I looking for? Not that. Let's go to Karkaroff. And now we just have 1 kingdom left. But we won't be doing that right now because that'll take too long to try to get it fully maxed. But, let's go do this final upgrade. Where'd he go? It's a useless troop, but I need the upgrade. And, why is the green slime image not coming up? That's so weird. It's the only one that isn't loading. It loads when you click on it. That's weird. But it's not loaded like that. It's strange. But anyways, this should be the last thing we need for you. And there we go. Perfect. And now we have 5-star Karkaroff. So now we just have 1 more Magic Kingdom to go. I don't know, maybe we'll work on it later. Definitely not right now, though. Because, actually, you know what? I will go. Actually, I say that. But let me go do some upgrades real quick. Let's